identified the variables that determine the outcome I want that are within my control, I then create an action plan so that I can actually influence those variables towards producing the outcome I want. And that's how I go about everything in life. Doesn't matter if I want to be a good dad, good husband, a good student, a good teacher, a good doctor, have a good financial life. It doesn't matter. The first step to everything is identifying what the goal is. Then you have to identify the variables that determine that goal. Some that might be outside your control, let them go. Focus the ones that are in control and go to work. But most importantly, the thing to work on is self. Right? Without self-control, without the ability to have the proper knowledge and reasoning ability, proper moral base, to determine, because we all know what's right or wrong. And so when you're doing things that are wrong, that's incredibly stressful for you, really stressful. And so, the first thing we have to do is develop a foundation of how to make our own selves have more self-control in our own lives. And then when we deal with that, there's really nothing we can't accomplish, right? The only reason we don't accomplish things is, for the most part, lack of self-control, right? Lack of the ability to do what we know we should for long enough to get the result we want. So if you see people who are overweight, if they don't exercise, if they don't eat well, if they don't have a proper attitude and disposition, they have no gratitude in their life, they're unkind, they're selfish. These are all results of chronic thought patterns, which end up with a lack of the ability to control oneself. And I think that's probably the best place to start for everybody.
Yeah, you were working on a project for a while called The Science of Self-Control. I'm not sure if you ever actually published that book. Maybe it just got folded into the
It
wellness
got
practice.
folded in. Yeah,
Yeah.
good memory you have. Yeah, so belief system topography, the science of self-control. So again, I mean, as somebody who's dealt with thousands and thousands of chiropractors and through them millions of patients, one of the things you realize early on is there's kind of two halves to the battle, right? One is knowing what the right choice is,